how important is it to make a new good impression on your fans after obviously last week was horrible? How important is it for you as a club and just as a team to right this thing right away?
I think first and foremost, it's also important for us to correct to correct the impression that you got last week that really nothing worked out and that we have challenges. We think that there have been some unique circumstances around that game, so we also still think that there is not something we have overseen and that there is a systemic problem. So that's also important for us to prove that tomorrow. And of course, we are coming home. It's the home opener. It was a difficult trip to go to Columbus, so this is here our castle, and we have proven last year and have shown last year that we are a really difficult team to beat here and to play here, and we want to continue with that. That's also important to set the tone tomorrow.
Axel, in terms of the castle, a few years ago, you guys had a media mixer here, and Mark Paness announced the season ticket number. I'm wondering how many season tickets has the club sold for this upcoming season?
As it is by now, we are back to the numbers from before the pandemic, so we crossed the 9K number. What we think is a good number for us right now. It's more than 95% of renewal rate. We all know that during the preseason we still had challenges and people asked us and we couldn't answer what the protocols exactly look like, what the capacity will be. So we had a good number of tickets we sold this week actually, other than the renewal rate we had on seasonal ticket and also on game day tickets. So it should not be the final number, but there is more work to be done, and also of course playing tomorrow a very good game and making people believe that the story continues would also help.
What took so long with Toss's deal? It looked like it was kind of a no-brainer. It doesn't cost a lot. He's such an integral part of the locker room. He's going to be here in the front office anyways. What was the negotiations like?
I don't think that there have been a lot of negotiations. I know there have not been a lot of negotiations. It was more also a question of roster spots and how we want to use them for the remaining season. We also have to keep in mind that we have 3 players that will return mid-season right now, and we have to have open roster spots for them. Otherwise, we would not be compliant. So that's the worst thing that can happen. So we also had to solve a few things in the last week, as we have done. We have loaned other players. We have used a buyout. So after that happened, and we had more flexibility with our roster spots, that was a no-brainer.
Axel, how is the search going for a goalie to maybe complement Thomas Hassan?
It's continuing. We always said we have to find the right profile, somebody who is more experienced and gives us more security than the 2 young guys we have here. But also we don't see us in a rush because Isaac played a very good intra squad and is showing up in the training in the right way. So we are not concerned to play him if necessary, if something happens. Obviously, we don't want that anything happens, and we want Thomas to play us every single game. But if there is the right profile of somebody who gives us a little bit more experience and security, and at the same time accepts that there's always a competition, there are no guarantees for nobody, but that Thomas for now it's our number 1, then we will sign him, and we are in talks with 2 candidates where we think the profile fits, but at the end the whole deal has to work out.
It's kind of following up on that. You obviously got till May 4th for the roster, the trade window roster, whatever it is. Any other positions you're maybe targeting other than in goal? Maybe midfield, center back, wing back, any of that sort of?
Yes. Yes, we are still in the market, and the transfer window hasn't closed. We had only compliance days, so we are continuing to do that. We also are careful to not panic and do all our assumptions on the first game. So we'll probably also we want to see what the team looks like tomorrow. We have areas where we think it would help the team. Not an area. We don't see any area where we need another starter for now, if everyone is fit and here. But areas where it would be helpful to have more alternatives in case we need to rotate, or we need to play a different player because of injuries or suspensions. And I think the two main areas are in the offense and not on the winger side. I think we're not really playing with wingers with our wingbacks, so I think we are good there. But I would say forward and defensive midfield, that are the two areas where, if something really happens, we have to think about changing our approach, and that's not ideal because in the best way you have your one approach and you always want to go with that, and that doesn't happen, or that we are a little bit more covered there. We continue to follow the market.
Unless I'm mistaken, you guys still have a young DP spot open. Do you plan on filling that this year, or you're just kind of waiting and seeing for that one?
Yeah, and as always, we want to fill that, and we are looking at that. It could also be a max temp DP. So there are two possibilities how to fill that spot. We have one main target for that, and it's somebody who is playing in Europe, and where we have to wait, and where we have to convince his club to let him go now, or do we have to wait until summer? It's the same story like last year. To improve this team, especially on those spots that are so meaningful in this league, you have to sign exactly the right profile, the right player, the player that fits to our style, the player that fits to our needs, a player that wants to play here, a player that also accepts a challenge here in MLS. And for that reason, we want to think very well about that, because as I always say, it's easy to sign somebody, but if it is the wrong one, it's hard to correct it. So we want to be 100% sure, as we have been, for example, last year when we signed Ryan Gold.
What about the turf, Axel? It's beautiful. It's going to look nice on TV, which maybe wasn't the case last year. It's been easy on your players' knees. How important is it to have this look for your stadium and just for people?
No, first of all, it's always good to have a new turf. If it is brand new, it's obviously also, of course, better than every turf that you had before and was a little bit already played down. For us, I think this is no discussion. We only see that as an advantage. We have seen that also last year as an advantage, because we know the turf better. It's our home stadium. It fits to our approach, and the opponents have to come here to the last post in this league in Northwest, and they have to deal with all the challenges around that, the travel, the turf, the stadium. So for us it should be an advantage, and we want to continue to use it as that.
There's still some fans that aren't comfortable coming back until the investigation results have been published. Is there any update on when people might hear like that?
No, we haven't heard any update around that. I haven't heard, or we have not really feedback from fans that are not feeling comfortable with a renewal rate from more than 95%. I think there is not a big number of people that have concerns about returning. The only thing I can continue to say is that we want to handle the things right, that we want to really do everything right. That's the reason why I put my face in front of cameras around that. And I have spoken with a lot of people, with stakeholders, with supporter groups, with people that are following this club on every single platform, to try to explain them what I stand for and what this club is doing right now to build back trust. And I think that's the only thing we can do now.
It wasn't so much like, I wasn't meaning like season ticket renewals, it was the folk that's maybe walked away a couple of years ago and gave up the ticket a couple of years ago, or stopped coming to games. What are you going to do to get those fans back, to get the attendances up into the 20,000s again?
We are trending close to the 20,000 right now for tomorrow. So we had 25,000 last game here. So I think that in general, people feeling comfortable to support the club. I think what people always ask me is to use this momentum, to use this one chance to get it done right. They all know that the people that are actually working here, like me and the other executives, our players, our coaching staff, that nobody was here at that time. So the only thing they ask us for now, that what I hear is do it right this time, be transparent, and then and that's the only thing we also can do. I think people feel confident, also comfortable with what we do right now, and we have now to fulfill these expectations.